All right. So, before I get back into my fitness videos, I'm gonna just do some, I don't know if I'm gonna call them motivational, but just some fun stuff. And I apologize, allergies are are just still kicking in here, and put on some muscle because I started training again. So the sleep apnea machine is acting up. So anyway, this one, if you're new to this, I always like to rate my videos because having kids and all that stuff, you want to be prepared that what it's about. And I really rated R because of the type of material it is. I'm not going to say anything really too inappropriate, no curse or anything like that. It's maybe PG-13, but it has to do with intimacy type things. So the number one advice or tip that you probably never ever heard of, and it's something that I think very few people even think about, but should, because it's a life changer. When I did cardio this morning and I'm pushing my daughter around, I'm thinking, oh, how am I going to start this video? Because it applies to both men and women. So I guess we'll just start with me. So when I was dating, because I've been married forever, and I'm pretty sure I did it with my wife. I know I did it with my wife. And I did with almost all women. Before I'm about to be intimate, I go, whew. Not really necessarily before, but I even think about it, like on a date or whatever, do I really, is this like wifey material or and all that stuff? Because it only takes one little sperm and she'd be pregnant. And I'll tell a story at the end of the video about that. So you got to realize it can happen like that in the heat of the moment, which is an old saying, that you got to be stuck with this person. You don't have to be, you should be, but what happens if a kid comes? Is this the mother, wife? She's hot, but she's a little psycho. Well, your daughter or son is to have half her genes, and trust me, I know, because I have kids, and it's still shocking, but they're both. So if you're a lady, you're a girl, and you're thinking, like what I used to be, stud, and oh, dude, he's jacked, and he's great looking, and he's great personality, and all that stuff, but, and actually I'm a great father and husband, but, there's a lot of a-holes out there, so you really got to think about that. Where you say you're on a first date with a guy, because we're talking about on Howard Stern, and he got real angry with you over nothing, and maybe even slapped you around or whatever, and that happens a lot still nowadays. That ain't just the old days. You got to put up with that for the rest of your life, and then your kids might have that. There's a really good chance your kids will have that gene. So it's not like I'm trying to ruin like that thing, the fun time, and now it's changed a lot because there's, what is it, Tinder or whatever, all the one night stands, or I don't know what you want to call it, daily, you just go and meet someone and hook up. So it's just something to think about that no one ever thinks about. So that's the end of the video in a short, and I want to, I know, hopefully, I'll get thousands and millions of views on this, but you never know. Something to think about. The only, I was going to say, the only way, abstinence, what the nuns used to say, from what I remember, but I'm not a religious person. So, as far as for me, I knew people that were wearing protection condoms. Actually, my ex cheated on me, and guess what? She had a kid, and she's like, she didn't know how. It ain't mine. So with my own kids, I have blood work, and my saying is blood work never lies. That I have low testosterone and 0.0 sperm. It sounds different when Howard Stern does it. 0.0. Zero sperm. And I gotta watch what I say, because in case my wife will watch this. So nothing changed in our life except one thing, and guess what? I have 2 kids, and my endocrinologist and urologist don't believe I ever got pregnant, but it only takes 1 out of whatever it is, millions or billions. So, that is the number one dating advice, or just to think about, and it is a life changer.